Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Pundit. The international break is finally over and the Premier League is back. And we have a blockbuster weekend right in front of us where Manchester City is going to take Manchester United. It is going to be Pep versus Amorim, United versus City, the Manchester Derby. With both the managers have shared their golden words. Without any further ado, let's look at their press conference. Now, both Pep Guardiola's Manchester City and Amorim's Manchester United, they both had a very rough start to the season. In the first 3 games, City only collected 3 points and Manchester United 4 points. Pep has already taken 2 defeats in the opening 3 games and Ruben Amorim 1 defeat and a draw. And they are going toe-to-toe this weekend, where United are on 9th position and City are on 13th position in the Premier League table. Now it is very difficult to say which team is better off at this moment in time. Because on one hand, where Pep Guardiola was able to get a lot of players in January and in the summer transfer window, Ruben Amorim has got his fair share of players as well. He has got a new keeper, 2 new wingers and a proper number 9. And the only thing that I particularly feel that could be missing for Amorim is that midfielder, a player who can take the ball deep in the midfield and drive with the ball. Someone like Baleba, where they were trying to go for him, but I think Brighton already said that he is not for sale. But having said that, it is very difficult to pick a favorite, at least right now, with their current form. Now first, let's start with the injuries. Now first, let's look at the players who are injured and might not be available for either this game or maybe in the couple of weeks till the next international break. When Pep was asked about it, he said Omar Marmoush is injured from Egypt. A few weeks, I think he will be out. Before the next international break, he will be ready. Now, Ait Nouri, Cherki and John Stones are doubtful as well. He mentioned that it's not a big issue, but it seems their recovery is not complete and they might not be available for Sunday. Now, we all know that Pep likes to play these mind games where he says a player is not available and suddenly you'll see him coming up and maybe starting that game. So I cannot say for that, but Omar Marmoush, I'm pretty sure that he will not be featuring for at least a couple of weeks now. Now, when it comes to Manchester United, there was one big question that was going on everybody's head. With Onana already departed, it was the fight between Bayindir and Sen Lamens, the new goalkeeper that Manchester United have got. And to be honest, everybody wanted Lamens to start. But I know these managers will not start a new player who has just joined in. At least not a game of this magnitude, Manchester City away. So Ruben Amorim confirmed that Bayindir is the one who is going to start the game for Manchester United. And on injuries, he said Mason Mount, Matheus Cunha, Diego Dalot, they all are out injured. And it will take them a couple of weeks before they can rejoin the squad. I think Cunha is going to be a major miss for United because I think he has been very impressive. In all the games, he picks the ball and he's very direct. And I think something that I really love to see in wingers, but let's hope he recovers quickly. Now let's start with what Ruben Amorim had to say in his pre-match press conference. So when he was asked about Lemons, he said, I'm pleased. He's a goalkeeper with a lot of potential. I know that we are in the moment that the goalkeeper needs to be really strong and have a lot of experience, but we are also in the moment that we have to look at the present but also with a focus on the future. So it's a little bit of both. A guy with a great potential, that is one more option to play and we will be ready. I think, as I said, he is going to start Bayindir and not put the pressure on Sen Lamens from the start. He will be giving him a couple of games, but I do see him taking the number 1 spot for Manchester United. He further added and said that he has the potential to be our goalkeeper for a lot of years. Ruben Amorim was further asked on Manchester United's academy record in the matchday squad and what were his thoughts on that. And he said that I don't want to be that guy that broke that record, that idea. If you see the past of Manchester United, it is built on kids that grew up here and stay here for a very long time. I think that should be our goal in the future. So I'll try to maintain that, and that is for sure. I think this is where he tries to answer that whole debate about Mainu and the game time that he's going to get. I think the game time is definitely going to improve for him, and it was a very good decision by Manchester United to keep Mainu at the club. Ruben Amorim on Manchester City, he said it's a top team with the best coach in the league, a team that is really hard to imagine how they are going to play. We are prepared for that and we believe in our team. It will be a very good game. We know what to do. We have more training and the table at the moment doesn't matter. He further added and said that I think we are a better team since last time we faced Manchester City. If you see any aspects of the data, we are a better team. We are ready to play the game, but we need to show it on Monday. He was further asked on his thoughts on starting Bayindir, and he said that it is the same thing I do with different positions, but Bayindir is going to continue. It is a different league, different country, different training, different ball. So they will have to fight for the position. So there are a couple of takeaways, because I was pretty sure that he was going to start Mahendir and not put too much pressure on Lamans from the beginning. The second thing is his thoughts on the academy graduates and starting players from Manchester United academy, and that is more inclined towards if Mainu is going to get the game time or not. And I think Ruben Amorim slowly but gradually start increasing his game time, and I think this is a very good decision for Manchester United. The third point, that they are better than they were last season when they played Manchester City. I am really not sure on that, but the squad has definitely improved. The mentality would have changed. It's a new season, it's a new fight. So I think that whole thing can come and help the squad. And with City having a horrible start of the season as well, this game might just be the game that Manchester United need to start their season. Now let's look at the press conference of Pep Guardiola and what he had to say for the game against Manchester United. Now this is something that we already know. Marmoush has an injury and he is ruled out for at least 3 to 4 weeks, and with the potential to come back just before the international break. When he was asked about Ederson, who has left the club, Gundogan, who has left the club, and Akanji, he said that it would be unthinkable what we have done without them. Ederson helped in creating a special way our keeper for the best decade of this club. Gundogan signed when Pep Guardiola arrived. How smart and intelligent, and Akanji for different reasons. I wish personally all the best to all the three, because they helped us a lot to be where Manchester City are. On Donnarumma, he said the market gave us a chance to take Donnarumma, 26-year-old, incredible experience with big clubs and the nation, and we are looking forward. And one of the reporter asked him whether it looks like 2016 at Manchester City again with all the changes that have been there. He answered in a jokingly way that I had hair at that time. I am really not sure on that, Pep. He said when you change 10 players in a period of 4 to 5 months, everything needs to be settled, fixed and co-coordinated. We are doing many good things, but we still have to be more consistent, but step by step we will do it. He also mentioned that he only has 16 players available now, so it's very easy for him to pick. He doesn't have that 26 players available to pick from because of injuries. On Pep, when he was asked on what is he going to demand from Donnarumma, he said that I will not demand from Donnarumma to do something that is uncomfortable. We are talking about the best player I have seen in distribution, short and long, in Ederson. We didn't take Donnarumma to do the same thing Ederson has done. Donnarumma has other qualities, with one being he is a brilliant shot stopper and a penalty specialist. Now Arne Slot has said that Isak is one of the best strikers in the world, and on that Pep was asked what does he feel about Haaland then, but Pep Guardiola replied and said that he must be a top player, Isak, because of what they paid, obviously giving it a bit back to Slot, and further adding that I will not be changing Haaland for anyone. Now Pep Guardiola was asked on what are his thoughts on James Trafford's place after signing Donnarumma. He said that he is a keeper for Manchester City. The season is so long. Now we start the season with many games coming up. Everybody needs to be involved. They don't believe it, but it is going to happen. Everybody is going to get the game time. Pep Guardiola on if he is going to leave Manchester City soon. He said that I will not stay at Manchester City when I feel that the club needs a change. But right now, I feel that I want to do it more than ever after what happened last season. And especially now in this moment, and I want to be in front of all the club to take my shoulders bigger and bigger, to keep my situation with the players, trying to do it. I'm not here just because I have done it in the past. I look forward, and that's why we had an incredible success, because all the time we were thinking about what's next. It's my 10th season here and I'm proud of that, and I want to help. Yes, the team and the club being there again and again. So it's not going anywhere, people, at least not for now. So these were the bits from Pep Guardiola's pre-match conference, and I'm sure that Pep will be staying. I think this is something that most of the fans know, until something happens of those 115 charges that Man City have. I think if those things start to come over and something starts happening, I think that will be the time when Pep Guardiola might think of moving away, because I don't think if he goes to any other club who can give him the same money, the same kind of players as Manchester City can. It is going to be a huge game and everybody's eye will be on that. And I personally feel that Manchester United might just edge it because they have brilliant counter-attacking players. But let me know your thoughts. Will it have a winner or will it be a draw? Do let me know who are you vouching for. With that, the video is done and there. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as it helps the channel and your brother grow. Thank you.